Hey guys, welcome back to another video. A while ago I was searching for Isekai manga to do my usual top 10, but I was curious on what the future of Isekai had in store for us. So I decided to have a look at the newest Isekai manga out there and see if they are any good. Now keep in mind most of the manga I will talk about here only has 6 to 13 chapters, so this video isn't exactly to recommend stuff. It's more of a discussion about what's to come in the Isekai genre. I'll keep the usual top 10 style just to make it easier to follow. There's no specific order. Let me know your opinion in the comment sections down below. The game where I had an easter egg in a part of this video is still going, so good luck to everybody who tries to find it. This is the winner from last time, congratulations. If this video helps you out or if you simply want help, leave a like and don't forget to subscribe if you're a fan of anime, manga or manhwa content. Without further delay, let's get into the top 10. Number 10 comes with Isekai Apocalypse Mynoghra, reincarnated as an evil god. The main character died to a illness at a young age, and ended up reincarnated in a world that resembled the strategy simulation game Eternal Nations, of which he loved playing when alive. What appeared in front of him was Ato, a girl belonging to the evil civilization that he used to play as, Mynoghra. The two of them decide to create a new country in this world once again. Now the reason why this manga is at number 10 is because I already mentioned it in a previous video, but this one is exceptionally good and I have high expectations for it. You can expect a nice kingdom building and a mature main character, which is kinda rare in Isekai manga. Overall, definitely something to look out for in the future. In number 9 we have Isekai Cheat Magic Swordsman. The main character, an online game enthusiast, fell asleep in the middle of playing the game through the night and awakes to find himself in a different world. He is determined to fully enjoy this world using swordplay and magic cheat ability in his hand. His name becomes well known as an adventurer with magic chi. I also talked about this manga in a recent video, and even though it only has a few chapters, it had me full of excitement. One of the things I enjoy the most is the main character, and how much he actually enjoys the idea of being in another world. He works really hard and tries to learn common sense, which I really enjoyed. As I mentioned before, definitely something you should consider reading. Number 8 comes with In another world where baseball is war, a high school ace player will save a weak nation. Here we go again with the long ass titles. All the titles will be in the description, don't worry. The main character took the summer Koshien by storm as a sensational ace pitcher, with a full arsenal of pitches including a 98 mph fastball. But on the way home from the game, the team bus suffered a tragic accident and he lost his life, only to be transported to a new world where all international conflicts are resolved by a game of baseball. Unfortunately, the country he landed in was the weakest and had seen gradual loss of its sources and people to the neighboring countries. Can he turn their fortunes around? As most of you know, my favorite genres are sports and isekai, so when you mix them, you can bet I will like it. Most of you are probably worried about the RM tag, and when I say you don't have to worry, you can trust me. The main character is indeed surrounded by girls, but there's a reason for that, and even then, he only really cares about playing baseball, so he doesn't act like a simp. 100% recommend giving this one a try. In number 7 we have I was invited to the otherworldly country as a warrior, but I refused and decided to start as a soldier. Again, the title. That day, the 17 students in the classroom suddenly vanished out of the world. They are just ordinary high school students but summoned to another world all at once. The main character is one of them. In that world, the king offers them to guarantee their security and their status as warriors. Most students accept the offer, but he refuses it and goes on his way as a soldier. I really like when the main character doesn't go along with everything he's told to do, and this manga is a prime example of that. The main character is offered status as a hero, but he refuses and decides to live as a soldier, which I quite liked. It doesn't seem super original or anything, but it has some potential. Let's hope it turns out to be good in the future. Number 6 comes with Her Majesty's Swarm. Our protagonist is a college student who enjoys playing as the evil aligned faction Arachnidia in her favorite real-time strategy game. One day she finds herself in a world similar to the one in the game. Additionally, her body is now that of a 14-year-old girl. While things are a bit different from how they were in game, one element has remained the same. She's the leader of the Arachnidia. The insects under her control, collectively known as a swarm, praise her and implore her to lead them to victory. In order to survive, she raises her swarm and forms friendly relationships with the elves of the neighboring forest. But after a slave trader traveling through the forest murders one of their swarm and the nearby kingdom knights burn down the elven village and massacre its people, she prepares to launch her counterattacks in the name of revenge. This one reminds me of I'm a Spider So What. just because there's a lot of spiders and bugs, even though the main character is still human. There's also the revenge plot, which I like, and I have a feeling that the main character will be the villain of the story. Putting all of that together, this might be a great manga in the future. In number 5 we have I Became the Beloved Child of Winter Fenrir, a story of being healed from despair. The main character is a hard worker for a black company, but her efforts go unrewarded when she's handed a notice of dismissal one day. Frustrated and sinking into despair, she was suddenly transported to another world. In front of her appeared Fenrir, the large silvery white wolf. Taking a liking to her, he took her into his care as his beloved daughter. Before long, in the midst of her healing, she became caught up in the events that will change the world. While the beginning may be a bit sad, the rest of the story is pretty awesome, and a really peaceful read. There's some annoying characters here and there, but overall this has a lot of potential for the future. Number 4 comes with Summoned to a Parallel Fantasy World Many Times. The main character whole class gets summoned to another world, except he's the only one who's transferred to a different one. Just when he gets used to his new life, he gets summoned to another world, again and again. I really enjoy this one for one simple reason. Every time he gets summoned and comes back, he keeps some abilities. Doesn't matter for how long he's in that world. Now, this manga only starts when he settles in one of the worlds. There's not much to talk about, besides the main character being really smart, cunning, and extremely strong, even though he pretends to be weak most of the times. If this sounds like something you would like, be sure to bookmark it for later. In number 3 we have Different World's Slow Life Begun at the Smith. One night, the main character, a helpless corporate slave, saves a cat and gets hit by a truck. The cat, which seems to be related to a parallel world, in return for his help grants him a skill of his wish and reincarnates him to another world. The main character, who has craftsmanship as a hobby and wishes to use this skill for a living, chooses to be reincarnated as a blacksmith, and so he starts his life in another world as a blacksmith just as he wishes. However, his creations are at a different level, and that will shake this new world. If you like an isekai manga packed with action and whatnot, this is definitely not it. This manga is slow life and wholesome at times. I really enjoy manga about a specific profession like blacksmith, so this one made me feel really good. Try it out for yourself and see what you think. Number 2 comes with The Useless Tamer Will Turn into the Top Unconsciously by My Precious Life Knowledge. What the f***? It doesn't even make sense. Okay. Due to an accident, the protagonist died and was reincarnated. He was shocked to find out that in this new world, his former job as a tamer was acknowledged as the lowest class job. Utilizing his knowledge from his previous life as a basis, he then applied unique buffs to his beasts, taking back the ultimate power that he once possessed. With this power in his hands, he thought to start his new life as an adventurer. To give you a recap, the main character was a tamer, which was considered the most powerful profession of all. But he then died and was reincarnated in a world where Tamer was seen as the lowest class. Now, even though the main character already lived in a fantasy world, he still died and was reincarnated in a new world, so I'ma count that as an isekai. And a good one at that. Tamer isekai is always something I'm looking for, and this one looks like it has a great future ahead of it. And in number 1 we have The Otherworldly Infection Story that started with a Virus Reincarnation. The main character was supposed to be dead, but when he woke up he was a rat. Or more accurately, he became a virus and infected a rat. The more he infects, the more bodies and skill he gets. Now this one is simply amazing. It reminds me of Ray Monster and reincarnated as slime. The main character starts out as a virus and infects a rat. He gets his skills, and then he proceeds to infect other monsters and plants and gain their skills as well. A monster main character is always a good plot for me, since you don't see many of them out there. Without a doubt, you should give this one a try, either now or in the future. In conclusion, the longer the title, the better the manga. Now guys, this was a different type of video, but I hope you liked it. The manga that I included in this video were the ones that have potential. Should I do one where I include the bad ones? Did you find the Easter egg in this video? If so, make sure you comment down below and you'll appear in the next one. If this video helps you in any way, leave a like and subscribe to the channel, and don't forget to activate the bell so you don't miss any video. Thanks for watching, and see you next time.